Steely Dan took a shape like this. You know, and they actually, that's like one they played, right? And they use that one shape for all those tons of chords. So what we did here is we reharmonized around a pentatonic that we wanted to solo over. And so then we found out the chords be like, well, how about F sharp major 7, G sharp 7, I think that's what we did, right? And then we did B major 7. So now what we can do is we can try to play all of those chords with one shape, the way Steely Dan did one shape and just moved it around. You know? Even this is a G. It's like they did that, you know, just a different voicing. So let's try with this shape, the one we just did. So our first one would be, let's say we have our jam, just ordinary B flat, like they did here, right? But now it's B flat 7. Now when we go to the next chord, we could do it from the place we learned it, which is actually why I chose it, that one. That would be the F sharp. Cool, because it's from the 3rd. I put my pinky on the 3rd. And the next one, we had G sharp dominant. So we need our pinky to be on the 5th. The 5th of A sharp would be, a G sharp rather, would be way up here. Am I right? What am I looking for? The 5th. Of G sharp. Oh no, it would be on the 11th fret. Because our G would be here, G sharp be here, and that's our 5th. So that would be the shape we'd want there. Cool. And you know what? Our F sharp, we had it on the 3rd. The other option could have been the 6th, right? And that would have been in the same spot. That would have been here. Because that would be the 6th. So you could actually do this shape for both of them, but it might be stale. You know, maybe you want it to move around a bit more than that. So you'd have, if you... Yeah, you're right. Because it'd be, yeah, you could do it from the B major 7. So it'd be like, this would... Yeah, imagine the bass player goes... That'd be wonderful, man. And then you go back to... And then you got your... And the bass is like... That, to me, that voicing has a certain character to it where it sounds like... I probably wouldn't play... You know? It kind of sounds more like... tense in like a film score. So maybe it'd be kind of cool to like do that kind of arpeggiated thing. So what you could do is you could kind of change the vibe a little bit to where you've got like this. Like you'd be like... And then you can have like... You know, like kind of a... kind of thing over that. You know, imagine that arpeggio. How cool that sound. 2, 3, 4. If you can really imagine it. And then you know, then when it comes time to solo, you got this, and you're just jamming over. And then this chord comes, and you're playing, you know, and then this one, and then this one, and you're like, what were we? B flat. Or no, it was a B. That's right. So we're still playing a B flat chord. So and then it goes back to the B flat. Maybe you go. You know, think about that. So that's really cool, man. That'd be really hip, dude. I mean, this chord change just sounds so pretty, man, playing this, what otherwise would be, here's this, the scale that we learned a long time ago, and here's it sounding like $1,000,000 all of a sudden. And then back to where we were. Oh, I really like how deceptive that is, because when I hear this, my reaction is to go, but that's not what we want. Or like I'm not hearing it as this chord at first, as the root. It sounds. There's a lot of instances where I want to play a third inversion, and it just sounds so tense that I go, well, come on, man. You don't have to be tense just for tense sake. But this sounds appropriate because we have this like, you know, and back, and then, boy, that's fancy to me. And it's just like, man, now it's like if you could just... You just jamming your pentatonics all day long, and it sounds like you're playing the fanciest notes. I mean, really, you're playing 5 notes over and over. And then... Yeah, anyway, like I say, you can add all your other stuff, your blues tone. You just can play it like that and not like, you know. What would that be? That'd be the flat 7 over the major, so we don't want that. So you just have to play it like, and then, actually, even I did this. I did this most subtle little, I did that over this, and where that shouldn't really work, because it'd be a sharp 5, you know. People don't perceive that. It's just kind of like a style thing, you know. Anyway, now here's another trick. I don't know if they did this or not in the Steely Dan tune, but once you have that concept, you can start to think of that as the safety net, right? So you're like, you're playing over that chord, and you're going. Then you get to this one, you know, maybe you're still staying safe. You know, I was just doing the position down, the 5th position of, and you're still playing it safe. Then maybe you get to this dominant chord, you think, okay, I know I can play my B flat major, my B flat minor pentatonic, but maybe I want to like really reach into the chord for a minute, you know, and then you can kind of leave that pentatonic and actually, you know, you can play things that are more obviously a G sharp 7 chord. Like I played a triad, I played the 7, played a 6, bending up to 7, right? Or Lydian dominant. So then you have like this. You got your. And then this one, maybe you play. And then go back to your safety net of the B minor, B flat minor. You know what I'm saying? So you can play chord specific. It's just that you have like that trick of being able to stay in one scale and have it make all these really colorful tones over these chords that relate to it in some way. And then every once in a while, when you feel like it, you can leave that and come back to it. So like if I played over the B flat 7, doing the B flat pentatonic, and then F sharp comes around, maybe I just actually play an F sharp triad for a moment. So I'm like, then the F sharp comes, I go, you know, and then I went from the F sharp triad and then go back into my B flat minor. See what I'm talking about? Then the G sharp 7, and then maybe I go, oh, well, I'm gonna just descend down to my 5th position of the pentatonic. You know, like if I were going, and then go, well, I'm gonna do a triad. And there it is. I went to the sharp 11 and slid up. You know, maybe like that or something. Which I was basically doing the triad, then the 7. You know, maybe the little passing tone. And then I'd go B major 7, and just panic, you know, and go back to my B flat. You know, back into that because I know that's the safe spot. Or if I want to do it differently, I could do the A flat 7 and just be or G sharp 7 or A flat 7, whatever, on the pentatonic. And when I get to the B major 7, that's where I can go from B flat minor pentatonic up a fret, and then I'd be playing in that major just a major over a major chord. So I'm not even thinking Lydian there. That time I played Aeolian. No, sorry, Ionian. That might be kind of cool because they're only a fret apart. So it's like, this is easy staying here for everything. Next chord. And then you get this chord, and you actually, you know, just move up a fret and play, you know, Ionian stuff. And then back to your minor. So it's funny in a way, even though originally B flat minor was like a kind of like a beautiful sounding scale that was easy to find over a B major chord, it could be kind of an interesting time to leave it, you know? So be like, then, in fact, you can practice just doing this. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and then you have this.